Okay. Hello? I don't know if you can hear me. There we go.
From Kitchen Show. Do you guys want to watch anime?
Normally I would say yes, but I literally just started the stream. Okay. This work is a work for sure resembles to any real life people, is purely coincidental. This game contains depictions of horror, mature themes, violence, and strong language. Viewers' discretion is advised. I'm sorry, but I can't stay here anymore, Nina. I feel like I'm going crazy. Calm down. If we can just talk it out. So many strange things keep happening one after another. Every day there is this damn dripping sound. I thought it was just some leaking at first, but I checked every faucet, every ceiling, everything, and still, I hear it everywhere, constantly echoing in my ears. Please listen to me. Oh, but the water, that damn water. Water? Yes, it's everywhere. Pools of it are all over the house, and every time I try to mop it all up, another will appear. There's no end to it.
Anime?
I'm kind of playing a game.
Well, what game are you playing?
Stillwater?
That sounds like a lame game.
It's a horror game.
So you should watch anime instead.
But I've watched anime 2 nights in a row with you guys.
No, I got my computer taken away from not hanging out with the family.
Also,
so you should hang out with
also,
the family.
isn't Tisha wanting to read that book?
She literally said that she's gonna go watch anime.
Well,
Anime, I got.
but it's at night. It's at night when it comes. What are you talking about? I hear someone or something walking around the hallways at night. Maybe it's just my grandfather. No, Nani, it's not him. I thought it was, but it's not. But I've seen it. That thing. I only glimpsed at it once, but I'm more than certain that thing was not your grandfather. Ever since that night, I would lock my door and pray it would walk past my room. I don't know what's going on, but I swear it just keeps walking, always walking on pools of water. Sometimes I can hear them randomly. Their steps are erratic and faint, but I still hear them. Just the steady pace up and down the halls. But I think recently it's no longer like that. What do you mean? Every morning I follow to see what footprints lead. It walks towards something more clearly than before. It would walk down the halls, climb the stairs, and turn corners. All of it. I'd follow. Eventually the trails would come to a stop, and it would all stop right by your grandfather's room. His room? If this is some sick joke to scare me away, then please stop. It's not a joke, Nina. I meant when I said that there is something wicked going on in this house. This can't be true. I know that this is a lot, but you have to believe me. I can't stay here any longer. I'm sorry, Nina. It's okay. I understand. Thank you for taking care of my grandfather up until now. And I'm sorry for all the stress I've caused you. I'll be sure to pay you right away as soon as I... Nina, listen to me. I don't know what's happening around here, but... The woman on the phone cautiously looked around, turning her head constantly back and forth, looking over her shoulders to find any others listening in. She grips the phone so close to her ear in a vice-like grip before speaking again in a hushed tone. Something terrible is lurking in this house. I don't know what it is, but please, as soon as you get back, take your grandfather and just leave this place. Leave. I just can't leave everything behind. We have nowhere else to go. Please, Nina, this place is not safe. The rumors they're true. The curse is real. My family is not cursed, but Nina, at this rate, you and your family will... Enough! Cold and sharp tense stains the calls as both women, exhausted and stressed beyond their comfort, tried to stifle their growing frustration towards one another, neither yielding to the other's thoughts, one leaving angry and hurt to fester through the silence. After what feels like a suffocating stillness, Nina finally sighs heavily and responsibly to the caretaker. Look, I don't know what you heard or saw, but I can't just leave things like this. Whoever or whatever they are, they will answer to me. I won't let them have their way. I don't have time wasting my energy on this stupid curse. So if you can't help me, then so be it. I'll find a way. Nina, my grandfather is all I have left. He is all I have left. Mid a foggy morning, there sits a man by the corner of a booth. He drinks black coffee and, depending on his mood, occasionally orders a donut. And today, it was just black coffee. Ugh. Me. No, this is just me. This is what I want to be. I just want to be a tired looking detective. I swear, I've never seen that amount of paperwork in my life. A freaking mountain worth of it. You're a valued member of our team, Hugo. My foot. Me. I'm starting to believe that I was bamboozled into joining their agency. Ugh. Hugo Laurent, age 30, take a good look at his cup of joe and chugs it all in one sitting. Oh, jeez. That's not healthy, but okay. Just go. He then continues to grumble to himself about last night's grueling work at the office. Ugh, I need more work. You know, like, Steven gave me all this paperwork, and I didn't want to do it, but I'm too kind to say no. So when he asked me to do his side of the project when we're meant to be working on it together, but no, Steven wanted me to work on it. No, I should have said no. I really should have said no, but I didn't because that's the kind of man I am. I don't know. I'm trying to make up some grumbling. I really need to find a different job. As he contemplates his poor life choices, he looks out towards the early mist. This was something inherently terrifying about the fog to him, but it engulfs everything and nothing. Even if it disappears, it always leaves behind traces, proof of it remaining. Even in a quaint little town like this, I can't even run from my fate, I guess. Hugo finally stares at the compiled... clean up your stuff. Honestly, I can't even complain. This is also me. Dumb. Compiled newspapers clippings he put together. Some of them from recent events, but mainly all were past headlines of missing person cases. No matter how many times I see this, it's still just as hard to look at. Fixating case after case, can't help but remind himself that there is a reason for all this. An all too personal reason. Seeing strange things come with a price. And then I'm the one doing this to myself. Sounds rough. Mind if I join you? Kuya? Actually, this is so nice. Kuya? It like gives you the pronunciation right there. That is so nice. You know how many times, if you've seen any of my other live streams, I'm constantly struggling with pronouncing people's names. Especially people's last names. Especially if they're like of another language than mine. If it's not some sort of basic last name like Smith or something like that. If it's like a unique last name, I just can't seem to pronounce it. And I get so frustrated. I get so mad. Like, I get so personally enraged by it because, like, it makes me feel so guilty. I always feel so guilty pronouncing names wrong because I'm like, I know sometimes it can have a certain purpose and blah blah blah. It's like, I want to get it right? So having a simple, all they did was add a kuya to help with your pronunciation right here. Best thing in the entire world. And I know you're gonna be like, oh, Felix, it's just a simple kuya. Like, they simply just put this right here. You don't know how amazing this is. You don't know how amazing this is as someone who can't read names properly and pronounces it. Ugh. It's a small, little, tiny kuya. And Thank you. An annoyingly familiar voice interrupts his train of thought. He slowly looks up to see the one responsible, although reluctantly. Good morning, Hugo. Oh yeah, I like this man. I like this man. He got the nice jacket, the floofy hair. He got the pose. He rock. You can tell he is the man, the myth. He is confident. He can walk outside in PJs and barefoot, and he is the type to be like, yes, I'm rocking this fit. I am the big man. I am him. I am him, and he is him. He is him. Hugo scowls and turns away from him. He then gathers the files and shoves it into the binder. Meanwhile, the tall man takes an initiative and sits at the opposite end of the booth. See, he's confident, bro. Look at this. Look at his smug smile. Loving this man. Love this character design of this man. Like, they're probably around the same height, but because he's slouching, he looks shorter. But I love the style different. Like, you can definitely tell that this man, he's like exhausted, like, ugh, do I have to come into work today? I don't want to work. And this other dude, he's like confident, he's getting things done, bro. But like, honestly, for real, like, I don't know. He greets the waitress passing by and orders himself a hefty body breakfast special with an extra plate. Sorry, I don't know why I had to. It was because it was in all caps. It was hefty. As usual, the waitress is happily obliged and goes back to the counter to relay his order. The man then looked back at Hugo. He sees the empty cup and now jumbled newspaper clippings, all the while Hugo is trying to ignore him. You really should eat something with that black coffee. Not ordering any donuts today? I'm fine, Noah. I'm just not in the mood. Just not in the mood? Okay. Not even a little. There's a momentary silence between them before Noah oh my gosh, disturbs it once more. Well, too bad for you. I ordered a big breakfast for the two of us. Two? As if the world could grace Snow with even more perfect punchline, the food arrives. Why the hell did you order for the two of us? Just eat what you want to eat. Don't worry about me. Look, I'm not complaining. Wow. Mucken Masara. Okay. Mucken Masara. Mucken Masara. Even with the extra help, I'm still failing. Muck and master up. Muck and master up. There we go. I'm butchering this. I am butchering it. Right, Hugo? Are you even listening to me? Come now, we both know that if you don't eat now, who knows when you will. And I'm not about to let you faint again. So open wide. Noah de Leon, age 27, a natural-born charmer, is also the only person in the world who lovingly threatens him to eat every day. With a pensive look, Hugo finally gives in and eats the generous spoonful without further complaints. It's good. Alright, good food will always help cheer you up. Damn him, I got swept away again. Oh, by the way, the chief will be out for a business trip. She mentioned it will be for a couple of days. When did she tell you this? I didn't hear anything about it. Yesterday, I think. Yesterday? She told me to sort out the cabinets yesterday. She didn't mention anything about a business trip? I guess it was a pretty sudden one. Well, I mean, she did tell me to tell you. And lucky me, I know where you go every morning. You know what? I'm not surprised anymore. Well, what do you want to do? We technically have the day off. I'm gonna head back to the office. Here's a couple of boxes I didn't get a chance to sort out. In that case, I'll come with you. Why? You could just rest for the day. And pass up this opportunity to get to know you better, Caillou? Quit it. After their enlightening banter, the two of them finish their breakfast, pay for their meals, and head to Hugo's car. As Noah opens the door to the passenger seat, he notices a bloodhound sleeping inside. The big dog sits at the sound of the car, opening a lazy stare at Noah. Oh my gosh, it's a little donkey! It's a little donkey! We love little doggies. We're going to eat the dog. This is where we cook him up for breakfast and eat him. W Stream Man, thank you. I'm sorry, big guy. He then closes the door while trying not to make too much noise to disturb its occupant. Colby? Ah! Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Look at his eyes! At the sound of his name, his heavy-lidded eyes slowly peek to see who calls for him. It is his one and only partner, his human. As it finally realizes who he is or where he is, the old blonde bloodhound stirs up from his sleep, pounces at Hugo, and proceeds to wag its tail uncontrollably. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Woof. Good morning again, Kobe. Had a nice nap. Oh look, boy, everyone loves him. Everybody loves him. Even the tired old man. Even Hugo loves him. Kobe, 8 years old, Hugo's most faithful and loving partner in crime, has the biggest tendency to sleep all over the place. Oh, they're perfect for each other. Oh my gosh. Noah, who is witnessing all of this from the back seat, chuckles to himself. He is amazed and slightly defeated at Hugo's sudden surge of energy. It doesn't matter how many times I try when it comes to boosting up his mood, one can be Kobe. boosting up his mood. No one can beat Kobe. Agencies, 7:50 a.m. The three head back to the office. The space is just the same as Hugo left it. A decent, organized mess. To his credit, for the amount of boxes he painstakingly went through, he believed he did a fair job. Albeit it could have been better. Yeah. Which game is this? This game is called Stillwater. Apparently it might contain some dangerous imagery. I don't know. Albeit. Yeah, albeit. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I love this. Look, this is Hugo. This is Noah. So what I've learned from Hugo so far is this: he's this. This is Hugo. He's from what I learned, he's a tired man. He doesn't want to do his work. He got overly planted with more work that he doesn't want to do. Wow, you really outdid yourself, Hugo. It looks less crowded. Ah, shut it, will you? I said I was gonna get to it. Thanks, boy. This is Kobe. This is Kobe, my favorite character. The little. This is Kobe, my little favorite doggy character. Ah! Okay, sorry. Before Hugo could continue to give deserved head pats, he noticed someone. A woman stands timidly peering outside from a storefront. She looks a bit frantic and even more restless with her disheveled and ill-fitted clothes, drawing emphasis to her already too visible petite frame. Oh my gosh, English. The woman tries to grasp the door handle several times, but stops before she could touch it. Of course, your favorite character is the doggo. Yeah. Valid though, yeah. Her brow. Oh my gosh. Her brows furrow, agitated and distressed about something. I can read English, I promise you. I can read. So much to the point it is preventing her from just simply reaching out for help. However, when she finally makes eye contact with Hugo, she immediately rushes in. I'm so sorry. I know that the close sign is up, but I saw you come in, and Are you alright, miss? I need your help. My grandfather, he... Before she can continue explaining, Noah swiftly cuts in front of Hugo and intervenes, an all too practiced matter. It's okay, miss. We'll hear what you have to say. So please, why don't you sit right over there? Press X to doubt. I mean, maybe. I don't even know much about her. Noah gestures to one of the empty seats at the other side of the office. The poor woman hesitates for a moment. She clutches desperately to the strap of her purse, her eyes focusing apprehensively on them, and at the jester's seat. Oh my gosh. Apparently English is not my first language. It is not my second language though. After mulling over Nova's offer, she quickly glances back and nods. The woman then walks towards the corner of the room and sits at the edge of the sofa. Her posture is wary and tense, giving no sign of comfort for even this brief moment of peace. Can you start off by telling us your name? I apologize for earlier. I'm usually a bit more composed than this, but I guess I'm failing at that too. My name is Nina. Momentary. Oh my gosh, she's Nina! She's Nina! Okay. You guys don't know this yet, but at the, for all of those who are joining in a little bit later, Nina was this lady at the very beginning. Nina was this lady at the very beginning of the story. Her grandfather lives in this, what seems to be cursed house. And the caretaker was meant to be taking care of her grandfather, but she was like, yo, there's some crazy water crap that's freaking me out. And I think your family's cursed, kind of thing. And Nina's like, no, my family's not cursed. I need to find a reason. Whoever is like doing this crazy stuff, who's ever doing this crazy stuff, I will find a way to help my grandfather. I will find a way to help my family. If it's the last thing I do, I don't care, kind of thing. So yeah. Hello, Miss Nina. My name is Noah de Leon. I am one of the assistants here. Oh, he's the assistant. You know, I'm starting to think that, if you guys don't know these characters, but if anyone is Mel, I'm starting to think Noah is Mel because he's this little cheerful boy who's paired up with this tired man. She is so sweet. That big guy next to you is our other lovely assistant, Colby. Colby! And the one brooding over here is private investigator Hugo Laurent. Noah's malconfirmation. I'm not brooding, I'm just tired. And our chief is away on business, but I think we can still accommodate you. Hugo is Asher confirmed. Oh my gosh, he would be a private investigator. Does that make let's say that, oh my god. Does that make the chief Hugo's mom? Nah, I'm kidding. That's from our stories, not this. So how can we help, Miss Nina? For just a moment, Nina appears a bit more relaxed, more hopeful, maybe even relieved from this warm welcome. However, she once again tensed up. The guilt and shame comes rushing back to her, visibly by the creases of her brow, as she once again realizes why she is here. Bruh. I need help watching over my grandfather tonight. Tonight? Yes, I know this is a strange request, but my hands are tied on this. It has to be tonight. I'm sorry, Miss Nina, but I don't quite understand. Is your grandfather in any danger? I think someone is trying to take him away. Take him? Miss Nina, I think you should contact the police right away. They are far more equipped at handling this kind of situation. No, they're not! I've tried requesting their help, but they've given me the same answer verbatim for weeks now. They would send someone out to watch over the manor for the entire day, but by the end of their routine, they would always report back nothing unusual. They saw no one else leaving or arriving at the house other than me or the caretaker. And despite telling them all in detail about the letters, all the strange things that have been happening. Oh my gosh. There is nothing they can do about it, but just sit around until it escalates even more. I can't wait any longer, any more than this. Then it'll be too late. If only I knew who Lewis was. Lewis? She lets out a gasp. Her hands shot out to cover her mouth, realizing she said too much so carelessly. She tries to avert their gaze, but Hugo stares presently at her. Bro, Hugo just staring her down. She's like, look, man. Miss Nina, who is Lewis? Are they the ones causing all of this? Once more, she contemplates, her brows knit closely together as she bites her lips nervously. Hugo knows the tea. It's as if the words she wanted to say have suddenly died out too, heavy to even utter. He ain't letting that slide. No, he's not. A mistake she can't take back. Hugo ain't gonna let that Lewis stuff slide. Yeah. Before the silence stretches further, Noah speaks to Nina with a gentle and reassuring tone. Miss Nina, I know it's scary, all of the things you've mentioned to us so far, no one should ever have to experience, especially by themselves. I assure you, we'll listen to all of it. I promise. Wild and manic eyes search deeply at them, trying desperately to discern any doubt or mistrust on their face. However, all she sees are people who are willing to give their time to simply listen to her. I mean, maybe Noah, but if you look at Hugo, I bet he's just like, Not that we gotta make a Nina now, though. She's a little bit too stressed, man. Honestly, I was thinking Nina is probably Kim or Opal. Who's like not wanting to be in this situation but she's terrified. To actually help her. From this alone, Nina looks to the side where her purse is and opens it. Hugo don't want to do more work. No, he doesn't. Tucked inside one of the pockets, she takes out a single slightly crumbled envelope with a pigment red wax seal pressed in the middle. She gives Kim energy. That's true. Tucked inside one of the pockets, she takes out a single slightly crumpled envelope with a yeah, okay, I already read that. At a glance, Hugo can tell right away that this letter appears to be a bit more worn out and antique. Bro, why is he looking this way? The lady is over there. Why is Hugo looking at the ceiling? And yet, despite its delicate form, it remains well preserved, well kept. It's as if the letter itself was untouched by time forever, waiting
From
to be
Kitchen
opened.
Show. It's time for ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream? It's looking at us! Okay. Guys, I will be back upstairs. I just gotta grab ice cream. He can't believe you don't know how to speak English. Not that you don't know. Can't believe you don't know how to speak English. Anyway, I'm gonna go quickly grab ice cream. I'll be back. I'm gonna leave the stream open because I'll be back in like 5 seconds. I'm gonna bring the ice cream up here. Yeah, doesn't this strange cursed house mystery deserve some ice cream? Okie dokie. There we go. Ice cream. What is... I do also love the art style.
From Travis.
No one?
Sit back down here, please.
I literally just barely walked upstairs. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. It's just you and me again. Grandfather and has been receiving cryptic letters for the past month now. Oh, that's not great. Oh no, I guess he's there too. Not that I guess he's there. The letters didn't come with the address or the name of the sender. Sorry, I'm reading the what you've been typing while I was gone. But this one is different from the rest. This had the name Lewis on it. As she hands over the letter, Hugo notices her hand slightly shaking. Nina is still avoiding his gaze, but he knows she is trying in earnest. But before he could reach out his hand, he senses it. A faint shift in the room, untouchable to the others, but all too glaring clear to him. There's something very wrong with this letter. Suddenly, Hugo recoils, his hand away in pain. You gonna read me like a book? Like being struck with something sharp. So spontaneous, so memorable, that even if the pain disappears within seconds, a hint of it remains. Something so small, akin to a prick from a rose thorn. So for real, he wouldn't be able to hide it. Or more like a paper cut. How would he guess that a paper cut? How did he... Are you alright? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Look, they're all... Oh, he's looking at me. She's looking at me. He looking at who knows what. What are you looking at, sir? Okay, you know what's funny? Is that to read all of these messages, I have my phone next to the computer. So it looks like he is looking at my phone with all of the chat. He's like reading the chat, while these two look like they're looking at me. So on my screen, it just looks like he's just staring at the like chat. I'm sorry. Hi, Hugo. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. No, it's fine, Miss Monitor. It's not your fault. Oh, now he's looking at me. Hi, Hugo. What's up, baby girl? Not the what's up, baby girl. Why did I read it like that? Hugo stares squarely at the cut. A thin line starts to form slowly by the top of his index. Oh, so he got the paper cut. He's the one that got the paper cut. Trailing down and stopping just above the finger crease. Shots fired. shot your shot and it missed. It blew right past. I feel like Hugo's not the type to date anyone. So I feel like, from what I see right now, I don't think he's the type. I don't think he's the type to date anyone. So I bet you could shoot your shot, but I bet it will miss. Also, a thing about Hugo, he's obsessed with pure black coffee and he drinks it whole all in one gulp. If red so clearly, it's taunting. Of course the red is so clear. His skin is so white. I'm sorry. But like any color would definitely show on the skin. That doesn't look like a normal paper cut to me. Let me get you a band-aid. What do you mean it's not a normal paper cut? What do you mean it's not a normal paper cut? Hold up. How bad of a cut did he get from this envelope? It's fine, Noah. I don't need one. But really, it's fine. It doesn't even hurt that much. I know that is a lie. Like, honestly, I can get punched, cut, screamed at, yelled at, bruised, broken. Literally, nothing would hurts that bad. And then once I get the tiniest paper cut, I'm over here acting like I've been struck with the Black Plague. Paper cuts hurt. Like, I literally had a burn on my hand that literally covered, like, a good portion of my hand. At least a third of my hand. And it didn't hurt that much until I got a paper cut. The paper cuts will do it for you, man. So I know Hugo's lying, bro. Noah takes one good look at him before sighing exasperately and sitting back down in his chair, still eyeing on Hugo's hand. Mal trying to take care of Asher, and Asher being like, nah, bro, I'm good. Anyway, Hugo shrugs and returns his attention back to the letter, but this time, luckily, nothing happens. For it to reach all the way out here with just the letter alone, it is truly terrifying. Carefully, he removes the contents of the envelope and unfolds it. At first, it looks like any normal written message. A person named Lewis is asking the other Henry to come meet him by the lake at midnight, needing to share something important with him. However, what's eerily striking about this is not the letter itself. Appearing at the bottom of the page, a message scrawled unlikely. The rest stands visibly out to Hugo. A message that shouldn't be there. Remember our promise, Henry. What? No. It's in the creepy writing that's shaking. So I need to do like a demon voice. Remember. No, I can't do a deep voice. Remember, I promise you, Henry. I'm not doing that again. When did you receive this letter? Yesterday. Hey, and the chief left yesterday. Suspicious. Suspicious. I feel like that's suspicious. The chief suddenly leaves yesterday. He gets a bunch of work poured on him yesterday. She got this letter yesterday. Suspicious. Yeah, the chief is on this. Look, I can be a detective, man. See, I'm on Hugo's level, man. I am so smart. He's currently back at the house with a caretaker. I promised them I wouldn't be out for too long. I made an agreement with them, you see. Oh, what sort of agreement? The caretaker we have now agreed to watch over my grandfather, but only during the day. Before nightfall, they would leave exactly at the same time. Yesterday's not having fun, Cap. I would be a great detective, guys. Trust. Before nightfall, I wanted to believe that this whole thing was an elaborate scheme to scare my family away. I know this sounds crazy, but at one point I thought everyone was in on it. Press X to doubt, bro. You gotta have more faith in me. My sister, she's taking criminal justice classes in college. I know a thing or two. That sounds stupid even to me. I know a thing or two because my sister is taking classes. Not because I'm taking classes, because my sister. The mail carriers, the officers, the caretakers, everyone had a hand at making our family suffer. But this one was different. Up until now, I've never heard of anyone by that name. Not a relative or a family friend. But they clearly know who grandfather is. If I don't do something about this, I'll lose him too. Just by uttering those words alone, Nina begins to break down. Oh yeah, Nina said her grandfather is the only family she has left. So, she really cares about this grandfather of her. The stress, the anxiety, the fatigue, all of it was finally catching up to her. Her body hunched forward, her hands pressed close to her eyes as she tries to cover the stream of tears running down her face. Yeah, no, she's not okay. As an act of comfort, Kobe sits closer to Nina while Noah fetches tissues for her. Oh, look. Hugo, on the other hand, is puzzled. Noah giving her tissues, Kobe trying to comfort her, like, by sitting on her lap, people trying to help her out, Hugo analyzing, Hugo watching her analyzing. Hugo does not have the mental energy for this. Where did the shadow come? Where did this shadow come from? Did he just create the shadow on his own? He wasn't getting paid enough for this. She said this whole thing has been going on for the past month, but something doesn't add up. He went into detective mode, because there's suddenly a shadow in the room. He goes dramatically. And before nightfall, I think there is more to this she is not admitting. I like to think he's saying this all out loud. Hugo has Ash's power. I like to think he's saying this all out loud. There's some stuff she's not missing. She's not telling us. I suspect that she is because they're doing this. They're doing the quotation marks. So that means he's saying this out loud. And he's moving his mouth. He's saying this out loud. She's not telling us information. She is... What? He's totally talking out loud. Not for real. Whatever happens with the letter, I'm more than certain that whoever or whatever Lewis is, he's lying. Those internal dialogues, he's just saying this out loud, and I bet Nina's just watching him because she's still in the room after she's still crying, and she just looks over and just sees Hugo just going. This Lewis guy is very interesting, and they're coming for blood. I can reject the case. Bro is analyzing watches so. His mom was like, Deku, no, for real. Okay. Take your case. Okay, but what if I just reject the case? Because Hugo doesn't want to do more work. I know Hugo doesn't want to do this work. Hugo was already complaining about work. He personally would be like, why edging the button? Take that back. I don't know what my hand was doing. Okay, I'm done. Okay. But she really did come in when the store was, no, not the store, the agency was closed. The agency was technically closed. The agency was technically closed when she came in and asked for all of this. Take your desk. And then you gotta reject. What about Hugo don't care about Noah. Hugo was just annoyed that he forced him to eat food today. That wasn't coffee. What I'm doing? Okay. Okay. Now let's think about this logically. She came in when it was closing. We have to do all the job now without any insight. And the envelope gave me a paper cut. Don't hold back anymore. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm taking the case. Do you want more tissues? We'll do it. We'll take on your case. For a moment, everything goes silent. Their eyes and attention are slowly directed at Hugo, whose eyes have a certain glint to them, now unwavering and more determined than ever. Before anyone else speaks, Nina stands up, wipes away a stray tear from her face, and walks up to him. See, Elsa's. But it worked. Emerald, I think out of all my fans, I feel like you're definitely the number one fan because you're always coming to every single stream. And you're the one who's chatting all the time. Before anyone else speaks, Nina stands up, wipes away her stray tear from her face, and walks up to him. You'll take it? Hugo simply nods. Thank you! You don't know how much this means to me. We're glad to help Miss... Nina, please just call me Nina. Well, Nina, we'll do our best. Nina smiles at Hugo and Noah in gratitude, her eyes renewed with a faint gleam, a hope that maybe things will change for her and her family for the better. However, before heading out, Nina reaches into her bag once more. She takes out a small piece of paper and pen and hesitantly starts jotting down something. Of course, it's always Church Street. It's always Church Street mysteries. Taking on a jump is too many people keeping puppy dog eyes. It's always Church Street, guys. Like every single mystery, the murder, the different cases is always happening on Church Street. Pick a different street, guys. Just stop taking... Stop going to Church Street because apparently you get murdered, you get molested, you get robbed, you get... everything happening on Church Street. Stop getting houses on Church Street, man. Stop going to Church Street. Just stop. Like, honestly. All of your problems will be fixed if you just stop going to Church Street. Ban the street, for real. It's always Church Street. I best be on my way now. I'll let your grandfather know ahead of time you'll be coming. Also, this is my address. I'll be sure to greet you all when you arrive. And thank you again, truly. She politely bows to them and walks out of the office, already reaching into her purse for her car keys. Hugo watches from his desk as she goes to open the driver's seat. Why is he always having this light? He's in a different spot of the room, but he always has these blinds lighting whenever it zooms in on his face. Like, it wasn't zooming in on the other sections or other areas. It's just here. Whenever he's doing the deep thought thinking, he always suddenly gets shades on him. You go extra dramatic lighting. That's my ship. Honestly, you know what? You know what? I need a character that whenever they suddenly like is trying to brood, suddenly just has this dark shade. It's like, oh my gosh. And then like the other people around the area is just like, where did this lighting come from? Where did this come? It was we're outside. Where did the lighting come from? Like, we're outside. Where did the shade come from? We're not even under a building. Where did it go? Hugo watches from his desk as she goes and opens the driver's seat. Nina looks back at the office window and takes one last look at Hugo. She waves slightly at him before finally pulling out of the parking lot and driving off. I'm gonna give that to Asher. Asher, you're gonna get dramatically. Okay. If you're ever in a mystery story, here's a few lessons. Never live on Church Street. Always talk to the detectives with dramatic lighting if something bad happens to you, especially if the police are not taking your case. Like, bro, stop! No. Vex would enjoy that because he is an emo, bro. Oh my gosh, that's why Vex likes Asher. He can create the broody lighting. Talk with always talk with a detective dramatic lighting because they're the main character. And then if something scary is happening in the house, move away as fast as possible. Now, if you get accused of murder, a lack of if you get accused of being the murderer, you are now the main character and will have to solve the murder yourself and will have to be on the run from the police. If something scary happens in the house, leave the house. No, for real. And always take the detect, and if the police do take your case, always make sure to take the police officer with the really friendly dog and goofy partner, because that means those are the side characters. But if you get accused of a murder case and you don't make it out and you do get the detective with the dramatic lighting trying to talk to you, tell them everything. Unless you get a detective. Take off plot armor. Unless you get a detective without the dramatic lighting then they're gonna be slightly less trustworthy. You're gonna start looking at the detective with the dramatic lighting on the other side, who is being. They're gonna try to disprove the other detective that they are wrong. So you gotta withhold information until you talk to that other detective. City Boo, what a No, because it's so for real, because there's some story cases. Now, there are some cases that you will eventually get maybe a Sherlock Holmes or that one guy who did you get a Sherlock Holmes case, or you get what's that guy's name? The Glass Onion dude. If you get that case, then if you get one of them making it out of a murder mystery with this one boy, if you get those, the only way you will know it is the right detective if they start talking really fancy to you. If everybody is talking normally and they're the only ones talking really logically or fancy to you, that it kind of doesn't make sense, they're the detective to trust. No, because it's like the movie is literally called The Glass Onion. I'm not calling the dude an onion dude. It's the movie's called Glass Onion. It's a real thing, I promise. Being British and Victorian and detective, got it. Yes, you got it. They have to talk fancy to you. Once out of sight, Hugo turns to look at his cluttered desk. Still messy, but presentable. I guess I'll have to sort these out later. Again. Yeah. Car, 5:30 p.m. Oh, it's a stormy night. If they don't use thou art, they aren't trustworthy. It was a stormy night when we came to the spooky building. It was. This is how you know it's a true detective story, you know? From the ongoing downpour to the quiet hums of the car, they sit in silence. Still miles off their destination, Hugo constantly checks the rearview mirror to see any passing cars, but it was only them on the road. Hugo Dash. Noah, who usually chats his ear off by now, leans quietly against the car door as he looks out to the passing streetlight. Reserved and distant. Why are they letting Hugo drive the car? I feel like he is too tired to drive the car. Why are they letting him drive? I feel like he is going to fall asleep on the road. Leave now! Sunshine is quiet, leave now! He hasn't said a word to Hugo since they left the office. Hey, you're a lot quieter than usual. What's wrong? Huh? What a surprise. Have you been looking at me, Caillou? Hyped on Kevin. No, you idiot. You usually just talk a lot, that's all. So you do miss me talking. Just say it. Do you believe her story? What? Given all the things she told us, do you think she is telling the truth? You're looking at me. Yes, I believe her. Or at least I believe she hasn't lied to us. But I can't shake this feeling that she is hiding something. Like, if she left out certain details on purpose. Also, why did she have to travel this far out of town for a private eye? Surely there must be another far or closer to her home than ours. Why are you gay for? He's gay for that. Why are you gay for that guy? What? I ain't gay for him. He's talking stupid. Surely there. I just don't know how to explain it. As expected of you, Hugo. Why are you winking at him? Are you making fun of me? No, not at all. I'm just admiring your observations. I didn't want to offend Nina earlier, so I kept quiet until she finished. But her last name caught me off guard. Have you heard of Womentiers? They're a pretty distinguished family that owned an esteemed finishing company. Well, they used to, I believe. They have yet to name an heir. What do you mean? Shouldn't it naturally go to Nina? It should, but I don't know. From what I heard, each time they try to name a successor, that relative mysteriously disappears. Gone without a trace, or so anyone thought. Their bodies would soon turn up months after. Oh, that's why she's the last family member. That's why they're all she has left. Okay. That makes sense. They're all disappearing. And you know what's strange? All of them have been labeled in accidents by local news. No foul play, just another unfortunate loss for the family. I don't think Nina's trying to get the money for herself. I don't think she's that type of person. They've been struck with so many tragedies that over time, people began to believe they were cursed or something. Cursed? I think I can understand why she wanted to go to the police again. Yeah, Nina's innocent. They most likely thought she was seeing things and went along with the procedures just to keep pace. But deep down, they must have thought she had gone mad. Can't imagine all of this for Nina. And most of all, who knows what we'll find there? Is that why you decided to come with me? Well, partially. I'm more worried about you, though. Me? Why? Think of it this way. I'm the appointed driver. Oh, yeah. He also thought he was gonna fall asleep on the road. When you decided to do some pretty reckless shit, I'll be there to drive you to the local hospital. He is Mel. Okay, sorry. Ugh. You're worried about Noah? Besides, 2 is better than 1. Look, Hugo will be fine. Exactly. I was fine with Kobe coming with me. Yeah, Kobe! Well, have you heard that 3 is better than 2? Ugh. It's such a mouth. Oh. Oh, fancy place. Passing through countless dirt roads and steep cliffs, this estate can finally be seen beyond the evergreen. Nestled away from prying eyes, it stands all magnificent and classic. He is the best backup you need. Truly a rarity only afforded to the privileged, and yet, with all its obsolescence, it looms from a distance. Avoid estates that are usually creepy. No, for real. Okay, here comes another thing to avoid from the murder list. Avoid rich estates that are on the mountain, especially on dark, stormy nights, and are normally called cursed homes. Hugo and Noah could only gaze at the sheer scale of the manor. They do be nice, but do you also want to stay alive? Old estates are nice, but old estates will kill you in the night. Quote by Felix. Ignore me. Just ignore me. Its grand stature topples easily over the dozens of houses they drove past. It would be nice. It do be nice, but do you want to stay alive? Well, the states are nice, but they might take you in the night. Felix. Its a grand stature topples easily over the dozens of houses they drove past. Wow, look at the size of it. Okay, but look at his pose. He looks so classy in the rain. I don't know. The old clock is gonna give you a Stranger Things moment. You're gonna hear the tick-tock and then be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be pulled to the upside down. I could never imagine seeing a house like this in person. It's almost too surreal. Come on, she's waiting for us. Oh! Immediately after exiting the driver's seat, a sudden sharp pain weighs heavy on Hugo's chest. Damn! You okay? Hugo gonna have a heart attack! Gasping tightly at his coat, he begins to gasp for air. His vision hazes as he leans close to the car, trying desperately to ground himself. Oh, jeez! Hugo! Hugo, breathe! Breathe, Hugo! Oh, he got shadows on his eyebrows now. He got deeper eyebrows. Like a fish drawn out of the sea, he desperately heaves. He got ultra instincts. I know, for real. There in his lungs, escaping too quickly, burns as he feels his throat start to strain, drawing tighter the more he breathes. Damn. Not the random panic attack. Ugh, I'm like feeling that. No, I know how that feels like, to just constantly trying to breathe in air. Ugh. But this pain pales in comparison to a feeling far more excruciating. Is it the house? No, something far more sinister. He feels that someone is watching him. A piercing gaze fixated on him, like leering at a bug and waiting to strike. We'll be we'll be together soon, Henry. We're relating to Hugo right now. Oh, jeez. What the hell? Damn, it alright? I need to hurry or else. Hey, are you alright? No, for real. Like, you leave the car and your friend just starts going. It's me. I'm watching. Violently coughing. Noah calls out to him, snapping him out of his fixated trance. Oh, Kobe! Sorry. Kobe nudges his head against Hugo, whining with concern over his partner's well-being. Did you hear that just now? Hear what? That voice. It was so close to my ear. Is everything alright? Oh, I'm fine. Don't give me that fake smile. Look, that is the fakest smile I've ever seen. I know he gave that smile earlier, but like, he was just tired. But this one, he got the fake smile, bro. Sorry. Oh, fine. Don't mind me. I'm just a bit winded out from the trip, that's all. I'd be happy to make you tea at the very least. No. If it's no trouble. No, not at all. It's the least I can do. Schizophrenia, no. Once again, this subtle unease from Nina surfaces. But before Hugo could get a chance to look further into it, she walks off towards the front porch without saying another word. I feel like Nina is a red herring. Nina is definitely a red herring. Hugo, no, don't take the demon. I feel like she's a red herring, guys. I don't think she's the person because, like, it's too obvious. She's the last member of the family. And I don't know. It feels too convenient. Are you sure you're alright? You sounded like you were choking earlier. I said I'm fine. Besides, we're already here. We can't pack out now. Listen to me. I think you should... Noah abruptly cuts his lecture short as he notices Nina stopping by the front door. She stands by the door silently, contemplating something. It's just her this time. Wait, I didn't read the other thing. I have to go back manually on here. We're going back manually. Just a moment. Give it a sec. But it would be funny if it was the grandpa. The grandpa just wants to keep his estate, man. Come on. I think I went back too far. Ugh. Come on. Gramps. Alright, Eddie. It's just like before, but this time she seems even more anxious. Okay, there we go. That's what it said. Okay. Whatever unease she tried to mask earlier becomes more apparent the minute they walked closer to the front door. I mean, to be fair, everybody in your family dies, and then your caretaker is talking about some mysterious dude sneaking in front of your grandpa's door, trying to get to your grandpa, and the police won't listen to you, and and then having to go an extra far distance to just get a private investigator that you don't know if you can fully trust because you can't seem to trust the police. Yeah, no, I would have anxiety too. I haven't been quite honest with you, detective. Just like before, as if casually choosing her next words, she decides that in this situation, words are not enough. Yeah, no, for real. She has every reason to be nervous. You'll see for yourself. Oh, for what I mean. And with that, Nita enters the house, leaving the three to follow her behind. What? Yeah, no. I'm also like that. You're not honest about. Look, even the dog opened his eyes. He nervous. He opened his eyes wide. Hugo is about to enter through the foyer when he feels a tug on his arm. I want to see for myself. Tell me. Don't forget what I told you. If something happens, let me know right away. I trust Noah. Everybody respect to Noah. Wait, what if Noah has been doing it? He seems to know a lot of information about this family. Also, he seems to know a lot of information about this family already. And we didn't know the information about the family. I don't know. I can see virtually. I can go on Zoom. What if he is the one killing all these people, making them disappear? Not W. We gotta be suspicious of everyone. We're all suspects. I could. Hugo could have done this, and he just forgot. He drank too much caffeine and went crazy, man. Kobe! Kobe the dog! Kobe the dog ate the pea. Kobe. Yeah. Hugo did it. He has schizophrenia. That's why he's hearing all the voices in his head. He's Lewis. Oh my gosh, he has another identity. Kobe is innocent. You would never. You'll be the first to know. And with that, Noah releases his grip on Hugo. They proceed to head in, not knowing what awaits them beyond the doors. Give me the model for it might not even be multiple personalities. He just forgot. And like Lewis is just his alter ego. What if that's just what he wants us to think? He knows he's a video game and he's trying to confuse us as the viewers. Greeted with a brightly lit hallway, Hugo notes immediately that the interior is just as grand. Andrea, with a floral accent antique furnishing, the house itself excludes the word elegance. He goes sleepwalking, confirmed. He sleepwalked so badly, he made people go missing. When you sleepwalk so badly, you make others go missing. You know, as you do. He knows he's a game is crazy. A classic and rustic charm with the walls and flooring made from the finest wood. And the voices he's hearing in his head is his guilt, man. He feels guilty for what he's done, so he's hearing the voices in his head. Hugo couldn't help but gape when he walked in. However, he noticed something even more distant than the splendor. When you sleepwalk so bad, you end up a murderer. You know, it always happens. Every Thursday, I just end up accidentally sleepwalking. And while I'm sleepwalking, I grab a knife and I go into someone's house and I stabbed someone. He's just a girl. However, he noticed something even more distant than the splendor. Behind the seemingly perfect veneer, an unsettling air breathes throughout the house. Every third. Crazy. Look. You know all of the people that done my chat wrong suddenly disappears. Leaving no room for doubt that the inside is far more terrifying than the outside. Please come this way. Is this the grandpa? There's a man right here. Is this the grandpa? That is true, Emerald. The chat is just you. So I guess all of those elementary bullies suddenly conveniently just decided today's the day I don't breathe air. They just randomly decided that. It better be the grandmother. Bracing themselves, they entered the dimly lit drawing room. At first glance, Hugo could not discern the silhouetted situated at the far corner. Only the spare lighting from the window pierced through a fraction of the house's darkness. They passed away. Today is the day I don't breathe air. Oh, wait. You guys didn't see, but in the first scene when they were talking to the caretaker, there was this man in the corner, but there was this big looming shadow around there. This must be that man who had the big scary shadow in the corner of the room. Turn the lights on, Zay. However, as they approach closer to the silhouette, Hugo now understands the reason of all Nina's unsettling vagueness. Grandfather, we have guests. Oh! Bro, why does bro have green eyes? Sitting on the, like not even just green eyes. He has like green. Sitting on the armchair is a very young man, not much older than Hugo or Noah. That can't be the grandpa. That can't be the grandpa. That's not the grandpa. That is a young man. Oh my gosh, he's immortal. Wait, I just realized this man. What if the man is the creepy creature? Wait, the grandpa is the murderer. If this is the grandpa, the grandpa is the murderer. He is dressed modestly and shares in none of the imposing presence of the manor. No, rather, such luxury does not even remotely reflect on the man before them at all. Everyone in schizophrenic confirmed. It's as if the flow of time had stopped only for him, while the rest had continued changing drastically without him. Just like the letter, timeless, delicate, and jarring out of place. Staring only at the window, the young man sits there, dazed with little acknowledgement of the people around him. Still motionless, like a doll. Grandpa, these are the people I spoke of. This is Detective Laurent and his two assistants, Kobe and Noah. They're going to help us. Even after introducing them to head of the amateur estate, Hugo and Noah could not help but feel unnerved. No, for real. Actually, if we are in that one musical where if you drink this potion you become immortal, because I've been listening to that musical like maybe a year ago. Bro, if somebody offered me that potion, I would be like the doctor and I would not accept it. Because imagine just watching everybody you know age and die. That would be awful. You gave that man their name. Nah, for real. Even after introducing them to it's a nerve. The man before them is supposed to be frail and older than any of them. And yet, here he remains forever unchanged, forever young. They've come a long way, so I'll be making some tea. Would you like some, Grandpa? He does not reply back, nor does he glance at Nina or anyone else in the room. Only fixated his gaze on the rain, nothing else. Yeah, he's the killer, guys. You cannot convince me this man did not murder this entire family line. I'll be sure to make a cup for you, too. She then timidly gestures to Hugo and Noah back to the foyer. Don't leave me alone with it! Bro, honestly, I would take one look at this and I'll be like, ma'am, actually, forget about the tea. I'm going home. I think I need a well-deserved rest. Do not leave me with this man. I can totally help with the tea. Bearing more questions, the two follow Nina outside. But before they leave the drawing room, Hugo takes one last look at the young man. There is all too familiar air about Henry Monitor. His eyes, they're similar to his own. What do you mean similar to his own? You have green in more than just your dialects of your pupil. You have... No, I don't think so, man. They don't... How are these eyes reminding you of your own? I don't think you even have green eyes. I'll do anything to that T-bro, like anything. Whatever he must be longing for, Hugo knows it will never end well. Oh, he does have green eyes. But look, that part is white. That part is white. It is not a glowing green. It is not like... Look, he does not have the glowing eyes. Nah, those eyes shouldn't remind you of his. Oh, what do you mean? How does she have purple eyes? Can people actually have purple eyes in real life? That would be cool, to be born with purple eyes. You can be like that quirky girl, but actually the quirky girl. Like, you could be different, but actually be different. And you can be like, no, they're not context. They're real, I swear. Like, try to take the context out. I promise you, like, I would let people touch my eyeball to confirm that they are real. Good job, sorry. Nina, that man. Yes, he's my grandfather. The one I asked you all to watch over. Monster. That's the monster murderer. I know this is hard to believe, but Nina draws something out from her pocket. It's an old picture of a handsome man with slicked back hair wearing the finest of suits. The gentleman in the picture has a different hair to him, one of wealth and power, none of which reflects at all on the current Henry Monitor. Look, man, I won't even let people confirm it. It's almost as if they're looking at two different people. This isn't much to go by, but believe me, they are the same person. Then why does he look so young? Bro just knows how to take care of his skin. Give me your food. Give me your dietary plan. Give me your, like, workout routine. Give me your, like... Oh my gosh. You need to give me your skincare routine, man. Not to look better in the photo, not gonna lie. It happened a few nights ago. I was on my way to get a cup of water when I heard a loud thud coming from my grandfather's room. I was worried that something fell over, so I went to go check. When I opened the door, I found him collapsed on the ground. I rushed to help him up, but when I did, he looked so different. Stop gatekeeping the skin worker. He wore the same clothes that my grandpa wore that night. And his face, I recognized his face. He looked younger. So many things were rushing through my head at that moment, and yet I knew he felt familiar to me. Oh my gosh, wait. Bro did a little cursed demon spell or something to make himself younger. I don't know. Bro did something. Bro did something supernatural to get himself to be younger. And it did not go well. Clearly from how he's acting right now. She does need therapy. She does need... I know it sounds bizarre, but the more I talk about it... But that's what happened. That was also the same night I found that letter. It was next to him, already opened. I'm sorry again for all of this. No matter who I went to, they either said something was wrong with me or my family. With everything going on, maybe they're right. The pools of water, the letters, Lewis, and now this. I've been ignoring the signs for years, just blindly hoping things can get better if I can try to finding solutions on my own. But that's not enough anymore. Maybe my family is really cursed. No, they're not. Curses aren't real. Detective, I think we easily get too involved in believing that sort of thing exists. No, something is wrong with the family. No, for real. The truth one fixates on makes it their reality. Rumors, doubts, lies, all of those things are what they want to become real. Deep-rooted emotions like that can't possibly be healed or fixed right away. But like a curse, those emotions drag other people down with them. Personally, I think you were caught up in all of this. But I assure you, we'll see this through. For you and Mr. Mercer. Look, I'm back. Something is up. We gotta look back. Not the look I'm back. Bro. Honestly, if somebody called me Ibex, I wouldn't be offended. I wouldn't be offended. Honestly. Thank you. Good. Now, our first priority is to find out more about Lewis. Nina, the letter you showed us back at the agency, do you have it with you? Yes, it's here. Do you mind if I borrow it for a bit? I'll be sure to give it back. Of course, but what are you going to do with it? I've searched everything on that letter, and I still couldn't come up with clues. I'll be using it as a reference or a guide, if you will. I'm afraid I can't discuss too much of my process, trade secrets and all. No! Jason would be too stunned to speak. Jason is probably like arguing with the team, and the team calls him eyebags, and then he just freezes in that mid-sentence, too stunned to even say anything. Of course. I'll check upstairs. I'll check upstairs. Noah, you and Caleb check the ground floor. Got it! Before they leave to their own investigations, Hugo grabs a hold of Noah's shoulder. He leans in close enough for Nina to not hear. Keep a close eye on Mr. Montier and Nina. Don't split up! No, for real, don't split up, man. Especially Nina. I don't want her to be dragged any more than she already is. So whatever happens, keep her safe. Zane Scooby. Where are you? Hugo, you... Fine, but remember, yell for me, okay? I know. Thank you, Noah. I'm counting on you. You too, boy. With a final nod at them, Hugo then goes towards the staircase and heads upstairs. Noah stares for a moment longer. He goes back before he disappears into the first floor. He then turns to look at Kobe. Well, it's time we get to work. Right, Kobe? Investigation start. Ooh. The object is to look around the area for... The objective is to look around the area for objects to proceed story. What? What do you mean, especially the grandpa? Yeah, Kobe is Scooby-Doo confirmed. Use the arrows or the arrow keys to move to different areas. Outlines will appear on a clickable object. Minigame for real. Okay. On the top right is the hint button. Click it, it will highlight an object if you missed it. Okay, look around. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Can I go back in the room? Okay, we're looking at the telephone. An old rotary dial telephone. It looks like it's still in good use. A delicate arrangement of violets and wild white roses. They seem to be fresh and fairly new. Wait, hold up. Are we Noah right now? Are we Noah? Oh my gosh, wait. Guys, we're little Noah, man. A large bookshelf stands close to the entryway. It contains a couple of photo albums and a few phone books. No, I don't think we can go into the doors. Woof, woof. Mr. Montiers still sits motionlessly, but at the corner of the room, his gaze never leaving the rain. That's not scary at all. Oh. Frames decorate the wall, are covered in white sheets, veiled with a thin lining of dust on top of each one. Whoa, there are so many paintings covering the wall. Why did he cover them up? Nah, yeah, definitely make sure he stays there. Are there more like this all over the house? Yes, my grandfather commissioned many back in the day, but sadly he doesn't do that anymore. Nina, I can't help but notice the paintings are covered. How come? I did that. I covered them up for my grandfather's sake. For his sake? Yes, he was pretty obsessed with them, you see. There were times when he would mutter to himself and would just stare at the paintings for days on end. Why? He just enjoys the artwork, man. Nina, you a hater. You a hater, Nina. I'm sorry. Why you being a hater? Oh, Dad wants me to get the dog. BC barking. I'll be back.
Barkley, come on. Barkley.
go. There we go, baby. There we go. Should go to a mental institution or a nursing home. I don't think they'll take him at the nursing home. They'll be like, nah, he's too young. There were times when he would mutter to himself and would just stare at paintings for days on end. It worried me so much that I had to cover them all. Since then, he hadn't stared at any of them. He just sits quietly, looking outside. I see. Is there a space between the walls? I feel like there's like a wood board right there. It's like, it goes like, you step up here, there's a little line, and then you step up again. Yeah. I think it's this board lining. About the paintings, Barkley, no. 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 Come on here. Come on, baby. Sparkle, just keep it. Come on. Just, all you gotta do is comb my hair. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Okay, sorry. Kobe, about the paintings. I noticed that they all have a similar theme. They all had water in them. Oh, still water. I get it. He just likes the water. He just loves the ocean, man. Like, look, he's staring at the rain. He just loves water. Okay, Barkley, I already gave you a kiss. Barkley. You greedy dog. Okay, there. No more. No more. Okay, there we go. Listen to your appeal. Oh yeah. I know this isn't a coincidence since you've told us before, but if there's anything you know, anything at all, then please tell me. No, can I ask you a question first? Ah, sure, go ahead. Or pools? Yeah, that's true. Do you believe in mermaids? Mermaids? I don't suppose I do. Why? Casting her gaze to the floor, Nina anxiously fidgets and tightly clasps her hands together. She then briefly sighs and continues. Are there mermaids in this game? Are we gonna see a mermaid and it ends up being a siren? Ooh, that would be so cool. Barkley, don't judge me. Why you side-eyeing me? Barkley's judging me. She then briefly sighs and continues. Yeah, sirens! Well, there's... Exactly! Well, there's this story, or rather more like a fairy tale that my family has passed down. A fairy tale? Yes, well, it feels like this one to me. Barkley, don't lick my knee. You weird dog. No, stop licking my knee. Not the judgment part. Yes, well, it feels like one to me. It was about a fisherman who fell in love with a mermaid. Every day and night he would go out by the shore to gaze at her beauty, and one day she vanished, leaving him confused and heartbroken. Oh my gosh! The old grandpa is that man! Or the bee's knees. Determined he would sail many seas for a chance to see her again. So he likes your knees. Why you look at me like that? Look, you can't lick my knees. I'm sorry, man. I'm not letting you lick my knees. Don't look at me like that. I'm taking my knees away. They own a fishing company. Oh my gosh, you're right. They own a fishing company. Okay. Sailing from coast to coast, new lands beyond and back. He would go not long after a fortune. Barkley! A fortune followed him all the way throughout his journey and made him one of the wealthiest and most highly respected in his village. Breaking his heart, fam. No! Barkley is the fisherman. However, despite all the wealth he gained through his travels, he never found the mermaid again. Barkley, no, don't leave. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Does that kiss make you feel better? No, don't lick my hand. You're not allowed to lick me, okay? No lickies. I'm allergic to your lickies. No lickies. However, despite the wealth he gained throughout his travels, he never found the mermaid again. And she would only be a dream, nothing more. And that's the end of the story. Sad story! Making me sad, depressed. How did he get like that, though? It doesn't end happily, but I guess there's a lesson behind all of it. I just never understood it. What do you think happened to the mermaid? The lesson is don't go searching you can't have, man. For things you can't obtain. Some things are never meant to be reached. And that is okay. Grandpa's depressed. Confirmed. I know it's an exaggeration, and yet I can't help but wonder. It's hard to say. I just feel bad for both of them. To be honest with you, I'm not a fan of sad endings. If it were me, I would wish the fisherman and the mermaid could see each other again. Or at least that's what I think. Even if they weren't meant to be with each other. Yeah. I think so, at least. I wouldn't want to imagine going through a journey all by myself. It's hard being alone. A journey all by yourself. Was the key giggling in your room? Or was the key giggling in the game? What? What does that mean? Oh, wait, I understand. The key noise. Yeah, no, that's Barkley's collar. So whenever he moves around, it makes a little jingling noise. Okay, that makes more sense. I was so confused. A journey all by yourself. Oh, I'm upstairs. Oh. Girl, fix your bed. Okay, sorry. My bed is just like that. My bed is just like that right now. I can't judge. I cannot judge. My room is worse, in fact. After searching vigorously through each of the rooms, he knew his findings would eventually lead him here. This is it. Hugo walks towards the nearest lampshade and switches it on. Dimly illuminated, he sees the extent of how lavish this part of the room is. From the customized windows, drapes, to the vintage furnishing. Barkley, Dad says you're not allowed out. You have to stay here. I'm sorry. It's just the way things have to be. You have to be in this room, man. Why are you acting like I just killed your grandmother? Investigation game? I sure hope so. Everything here excludes the blah blah English. But much like the interior Higo has seen so far, he finds this one in peculiar reeks of it. Plastered from wall to wall, all gloom lingers. It's as if the room itself is moldering despite its preserved nature. Yeah! Okay, sorry. Okay, I can do that.
Did I ever tell you I was done with dishes?
Oh, no. I'll go do dishes later.
Okay, that's a cute dog.
Yeah, he's not allowed to leave the room, so don't let him out.
I'm a food pig. Boop.
Waffle English Looks 2026. There's a little photo we can find right there. Oh, painting up there that we can look at. Alright. Oh, we can't go in the drawers. No! Okay, sorry. I want to go in your drawers. Wait. Not like that. Anyway. A meticulously organized set of academic books, ranging from non-fiction to geography, are all on display. However, hidden away behind a vast collection are some children fairy tales, all carefully kept. No. Barkley, no. Look, man. Look, man. I don't know what we're looking at. I don't know. A classic wooden chest lies on the foot of the comfy bed. It's locked still, firmly holds safeguarding whatever is inside. See, let's just focus on the game, guys. Let's focus on the game. This amazing gameplay. Oh, look, he's a happy father. Oh, look, this must be little Nina. Oh, it's so sweet. An old photo of a lost time, a sweet summertime memory of a little girl with her beloved grandfather. Oh, we can look at the papers. Scattered pieces of paper, all forgotten, lie waiting on the floor. Heavily etched markings are found scrawled all over the papers. On top the fireplace, unblemished and unkept by time, hangs a curious and familiar painting of a beautiful woman floating on water. He is obsessed with the water. Little baby Nina before anxiety. I need to show you little baby Felix before anxiety. A Fierstein Pearl white tea set. English. Patiently by untouched and unused for quite some time. Barkley, you are not allowed to leave this room. This room is your prison, and you must accept this fate. You have barked until the ears bled from your master, and he has banished you to my room, and so you cannot leave. Okay, sorry. We're not talking about that. Okay, so there must be something else because it is not doing more story time. So there must be something else I'm allowed to click on here. We're just gonna click on everything until we find it. I'm not using any of these things. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it. Hints are for cheats and losers. Look, man. Barkley has bothered the father of the house for too long, and so now he must cry in the prison of Felix's room. And must lay in the corner. Maybe. He must lay near the walls of shoes that I do not wear. Please. The book! I was clicking on the book! I was clicking on it! I was clicking on the book! You guys saw me click on the book, didn't you? You guys knew I clicked on this book, man, and it did not okay. A letter-bound journal rests on the edge of the table. Its pages are all torn, but out so haphazardly the binding itself is starting to fall out. I need to hurry. I don't want to stay here for too long. He searches and searches, and still there's no sign of Lewis. To Hugo, even if there is a fragment, a singular thread to that person, to their real selves, he could find them. But there's nothing. I did click on the book, bro. I was tapping everywhere. I tapped that book like 5 different times. What is he searching? He looks like he's just crawling on the floor, rustling the pages. What is he searching on the floor? He's not even going to the cabinets or anything. He's just tapping the floor. Go back to Noah. No, for real. Go back to Noah. Not one thing pertaining to him. It's as if the thought of Lewis barely existed at all. It's because Lewis is in your brain, sir. Your little brain. What is going on? Okay, you don't have to be that mad. You don't have to be that mad. It's just a dude. You don't have to be that mad. I clearly sensed that present from before, but it's gone again. Damn it! I wish I had more time. It's Gramps. No, calm down. It has to be here. I just need to focus. He ponders again, retracing every step, every little detail, hoping that he overlooked something. Yet, all he knows is that at one tangible thing that connects to him, that tethers so closely to the space, and most of all to Henry, is the letter. words of promise, of love, all delegated, etched onto a page, but tainted with a powerful and dark emotion that has been festering for too long. For real. Tainted. From the very start of all this, Hugo believed that whoever Lois was, they were the ones responsible. He thought he could find them and convince them to stop their haunting for good, to bring them peace and to move on. However, that isn't the case anymore. The unnatural force that binds everyone so closely together is in this family. It's not the cause of an angry spirit. He needs to hear it for real. No, it's something far more devious than that. As he takes the letter out from the envelope, he notices a change within. Bearing no footboarding threat at the bottom of the page, it looks just like a regular letter, or rather, what it once was. A sad and tragic love. If you can't come, then I understand. Things have gotten more complicated with your mother ever since she found out about us, right? Hold up! Secret gay love. He couldn't show it because it wasn't a mermaid, it was a merman. About who? I don't know. But what if... but what if it was secretly gay? Because everything underlining it can be secretly gay. Because guess what? The word gay used to mean happy. That's why my grandma's name is Gay. It used to mean happy, but now it doesn't. And so now she has to keep being like, bro, everything is secretly gay if you think about it. Everybody's gay in a way. Unless you're really sad. Then I guess it's not gay. But unless you were a gay sad man, then that's a different story. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry, Henry, for everything. It hurts to see you so torn up like this. I would never hurt you or drag you along with me. If this is to be our farewell, then can I ask you one last favor? Could you keep my locket? I know this is selfish of me, but I'd like for you to have it. I'd be happy to know it's safe with you. Unless you're really sad. Look, you gotta stop quoting me. Oh my gosh, the locket's in the chest. The locket's in the chest, guys. Oh. Barkley's sad. He's crying near the door. He has punished the humans so much that he has to stay in the horrid Felix's room. He has to stay with this beast of a human. And now he must cry near the door because of his tragic loss of a life. Okay, sorry. Anyway, my heart will forever be yours, Henry. With love, always, Lewis. See, it is a merman. It is a merman because Lewis, he is gay to Lewis, man. He's gay to Lewis. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'll be gay to Lewis too. I would be gay to Lewis too. If they left me a strong love letter like that, I would be so sad looking at the rain or a farming. Lewis Lane. So, this was the true letter. A small warmth emanates from the paper, wrapping closely around his fingers, quiet and soothing. The fragments Hugo was searching for. Lewis, I'm sorry. You were also a victim in all of this too. Please, if you can hear me, I need your help. I'm pretty sure Lewis is a male name. But maybe I'm gender stereotyping. Without warning, the sound of a click can be heard across the bedroom. As if something unlocks itself. Hugo turns his head towards the sound and sees the chest. The chest is unlocked, guys! The chest is unlocked! Guys, the chest is unlocked! Bro! Because Lewis is acting stupid. Unlike the other furniture, its dark and rustic features have not been maintained well. Left to rot on its own. No. Stop scratching at the door like it owes you money. Suddenly, he stops at the sound of a voice, a sweet voice whispering to him. He does not look like a sweet voice is whispering to him. He looks like a haunting, whispering voice is coming through to him. From his facial reactions right now, this doesn't feel like it's sweet and loving. Beckoning him towards the fireplace. The fireplace? Oh no, that is not sweet and loving. That is not sweet and loving. Why is it beckoning you towards the fireplace? Come here, my sweet boy. Okay. Go to the painting. Don't go to the painting. I'm going to the painting. I'm going to the painting because I am a masochist. I am a masochist and I will hurt myself and go to the painting. There, mounted by the fireplace, is a painting of a beautiful woman floating on the water. Her pale skin is incandescent, brilliantly prominent against the contrast to the dark, murky waters that keep her hidden. Barkley! No. I'm trying to look at a sad woman in the water. Do not bark in my ears. I'm sorry. We lost another one, boys. The dark, murky water that kept her hidden. Keep her bound to the canvas. Hugo stares intensely at the picture. An emphatic sorrow swells within him. Rip Hugo! He's not dead yet! Barkley. Disarming his very sense and focusing him him to inch closer, surrendering herself to the sweet song. I don't think that's a sweet song. Poor thing, how lonely you must be. You must feel. You are a lot like him. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm a lot like him. Like Henry. As Hugo approaches closer and closer to the painting, and his mind screams to run, he sees it. He can finally see beyond the facade the lady portrays for what the painting truly is. But don't worry. I can take away that sadness. Chad, Hugo's dead. Let's know what comes up here. A deforming creature, a mermaid, floats above the surface, the voice whispering. Large, hollow eyes stare back, boring deeply into his eyes. Her skin is melting, bleeding heavily. This black ichor as it gushed out from the canvas. I think it is something supernatural, guys. Some of it stares to hit not only the floor but at Hugo as well. A black vicious tar clings presently onto him unrelentlessly as they continue to pile up. And then he feels it, what drew him initially to this thing. A deep sense of longing rushes through him, snuffing out what little control he had left, finally embracing this nature to come home. Take my hand. Do not take that hand. Do not take that hand. Without hesitation, Hugo... What? Without hesitation? I would hesitate. What do you mean? Hugo reaches out his hand while his body leans in closer to the mermaid. She grabs and pulls him in. Not once looking back, he dives and follows after her, returning to nothing. Okay, guys. So, all right, let's start this again. We're gonna quickly go through all of this. We're gonna choose all of the same options, but this time we are not going to you know, kill Hugo. All right. See, I don't. You did tell us. I told you not to go into the painting. I didn't read the text once it happens. Look, man. Look, man. Oh, what a lovely conversation this is. Hugo's not dead. Hugo's not dead. You know, you can go back to your last save point. I didn't save it at that point. We did not do that. We did not go to the last save point, so we're gonna have to do this. Wow. Wow, this is a great conversation. And wow, that's great. The violent clicking. We're just gonna have to keep clicking. Yep. Hugo's dramatic lightning, acts like Asher for a little bit, blah, 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 blah. Letter gives him a really bad paper cut. Doesn't want a band-aid. Do. Look, Hugo's never died. Hugo never died. What are we talking about? Yep. We do a little bit of edging the button, and then we check the case. Hashtag dramatic lighting. Church Street, never go on Church Street. Everything happens on Church Street. We go back to the city boo, how to avoid a murder 101. Them talking, they're probably gay because everyone's gay here. Blah 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 blah. He gets schizophrenia. We think he's hearing the mermaid, but we don't know it's a mermaid yet. We just think it's a mysterious force. Blah blah. Should have listened to Noah. Okay. Depressed man, looks like Jason for a little bit. Looks like Jason forgot to drink his coffee that morning and decides he's gonna go into his evil emo era. Gets schizophrenia, Felix. Crying woman cries again. Always listen to Kobe. Alright. Oh, right. Okay. Wow, telephone. Wow, flowers. Wow, cabinet. Wow, old man. Wow, painting. Mermaid story. Crying woman cries. Crying. Look, she do be crying all the time, though. Oh, wow. Look at the mysterious chest that totally doesn't have the locket. Look at the cabinet with boring books in it. And then we look at the book that I totally pressed earlier, but it didn't let me press it. Cups, papers, old man photo, painting, strange painting, huh? Searches on the floor, violently taps teleporting. Alright. You're getting a lot of quotes just from this. Don't go to the painting. No, stay focused, Hugo. I don't want to let it get to me. Preparing himself, he heads towards the chest and opens it. Scrambled together are bunches of notebooks and small trinkets. You know what? Before we have to go do all of that again, we're gonna quickly go to menu and we're going to save. Okay. We saved this. Inside scrambled together are bunches of notebooks and small trinkets. Hugo continues to rummage through when he stumbles across an old newspaper article. Young man found dead by the lake. Huh. An unidentified young man was found on the morning of 3 days prior to his death, according to the police. Ruled as a suicide, police have claimed that the troubled youth drowned himself. This certainly is a tragic loss and unfortunate event indeed. Comments. No claim of his body has been made yet. Lewis? By the corner of Hugo's eyes, he spots a bright glint buried beneath the clutter. He reaches for it. It is a man! It is a man! It is! Look at that! That is a man's face. A locket gold shines unbellished, retaining a timeless luster. I always knew it was a man. Trust me in knowing your men. Inside it safeguards a picture of a young man. Yo, young man! Young man with glasses smiling brightly. This must be the locket that he was talking about. It's so pretty. Lewis is a man! I told you, I am not gendering names. I am just stating facts. It was a man. I'm surprised it still shines like this. And this picture, did he put this here? No, it must have been Henry. But why would he store it away like this? What should I do? Guys, should I take the locket or leave the locket? Well, since you guys is purely just you, Emerald, should I take the locket or leave the locket? Before I make this choice, I'm going to save. Take it. Take it? Okay, we're taking the locket. I should probably hold on to this for now. Take it to him, please. Lewis? I knew he was gay! I knew he was gay. Everyone's gay here. I knew this man was gay and he had to secretly hide it from his mother. I know my gays like the back of my hand. A gentle but distant plea echoes in Hugo's heart. A forgotten ache of yearning and regret grips him deeply. Feeling an awe of his own starts to rise like small ripples on a pond, wanting to be found again and remembered. Don't worry, I'll bring it to him. I'll make sure of it. Hugo is about to put everything back into his chest when he feels a wet and cold sensation crawling up his leg. Ew! Ew! Why is it crawling up his leg? Rogo worms! Oh, the cases. What? Water? A pool of water restlessly spreads across the floor. Bro, did you pee yourself, Hugo? That is a flowing stream. That is an ongoing stream. Did you wet yourself, Hugo? Hugo, you go to the bathroom. You go to the bathroom before you... Disgusting, Hugo. Go downstairs. Already seeping into his chest. Damn it, no! Oh, have you watched the new Haunted Mansion movies? Um, the new Haunted Mansion movie, one of the scenes, his whole entire house just floods and he is forced out of his house with this huge flooding like fisherman kind of thing. That I feel like that's what's happening to you. Suddenly, the lights shut off. A scream is heard, followed by a myriad of shouts. Hugo is about to call out to Noah, but stops at the sight of a pale feet before him. What? Looming over him stands a tall and ominous figure. Bro got them grippers. Okay, I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be focusing on the grippers. But, like... 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he has... I think his pinky toe got cut off. His pinky toe looks like it got cut off. Lose some hand. I think this pinky toe is gone. I feel like I should be more terrified of it, but I'm looking at these feet. Torn up pants. This nice art. Like, look at this. Look at this art. Like... His face is shrouded in complete darkness, devoid of any human emotion. Honestly, this is meant to be a horror game. It is meant to terrify me, but I think horror games are more scared of me than I am of it, man. Appears as a young man, but Hugo knows that it's far from it. No, that is very thing is trying to intimidate a human form, trying to be human. Hugo could only stare back. Paralyzed with fear, he is forced to watch the horror as it slowly creeps towards him. Do a little sidestep, Hugo. Oh, we get a full glimpse. Well, at least this form chose to clothe itself. Do the little sidestep. Do like what the zero, like, try to pretend to run over to the bed, and while it goes up to the bed, run around it. It's just like before, the sensation of someone staring at him from within. But this time, it's drawing nearer, inching ever so closely. Barkley, I beg of you. I am not that horrid that you have to be scratching at the door. What did I do to you to make you think that I am the worst person to be kept in a room with? Barkley, I am forcing you into bed. No, you cannot escape me. You are forced into my bed, Barkley. That was to leave. Oh, excuse me. It just ever so closely. The words to call out to Kobe or Noah failed to reach out. Bro. Lodged in his throat, he struggles in pain. With his breathing shallow, he tries to force his body to move. And then it stops. Bro's gonna start a collection of just my quote. Looking down at Hugo, filled with nothing but malice and contempt, it speaks. Don't get in my way. All of a sudden, the door to the bedroom slams shut, and the entity disappears. The tension from his body finally releasing its agonizing grip, and he gasps desperately for air. His vision blurs, and his breathing is... Don't lick my blanket. Is hagged. He staggers towards the door. He yanks the handle several times, but it's tightly jammed. Fuck. Noah! Kobe! To his dismay, he is only greeted with silence at the other end of the door. Damn it! From a distance, he faintly hears the sound of Kobe's relentless barking as it gets further away from the house. Hugo rushes towards the window. He tries to pry it open, but like the door, a heavy force prevents him from doing so. Like being underwater, his movements slow and drawn out, as if being dragged down by that thing. Fuck this! Frantically looking out of the room, he spots a nearby chair. Without a moment sooner, Hugo grabs the chair and starts to strike the window. Bit by bit, the window cracks get larger with each blow, splintering off smaller pieces. What the hell is this thing made out of? Still trying to catch his breath, he musters all his strength. He hears he has left for a final blow. Damn you, just break already! Okay. I'm sorry, Barkley. I didn't mean to scare you. Clearing out the remnant glass shards, Hugo peers his head out to see the railing he can grab hold of. Yay! He got out! However, he discovers instead that the wall agitate is covered in ivy. Oh! The window! This is the window! Cut the plant! Oh my gosh, you can't get out because of the ivy! Despite how heavy the rain has drastically become, he reached out for it, grabbing handfuls of the vine. Carefully, he climbs out of the window, gripping tightly, making sure he doesn't lose his footing. Yet, to his luck, the patch of vine he clustered starts to tear away from the wall. Out of desperation, he struggles to find his grip another, but fails when his hands slip out of reach. You chose the one... Look at how many windows were in that room, and you choose the one window with ivy covering it. Okay, that... You died because of your own stupidity. Out of desperation, he struggles to find his grip as another but fails when his hands slip out of reach. Shit! Clamoring wildly as he loses grip on the ivy, and he crashes down onto a thickness of bushes. Okay, well, at least he got out. Air forced out of him, he heaves uncontrollably, trying to even out his breathing. But even that is laborious, as immense pain spreads across not only his back, but his entire body. That's true. God, I'm getting too old for this. At least he's out, though. He is out, though. Although his body screams out in pain, he forces himself up. I bet Asher says the same thing, where he's like, I'm getting too old for this, when, like, really, he's, like, only 19. I don't know how old Hugo is, though. Wait, no. In the beginning, it said, like, Hugo was, like, 21, I think, if I'm remembering quickly. Old man confirmed. I think Hugo is, like, 21 or something. And Leo is, like, 27. Not Leo, Noah's 27. There's still time. I can do this. I have to do this. With staggering feet, haggard breathing, he makes his way to the place where it all started. To the lake where this tragedy starts and ends. Are you not going to go over to Noah and tell him what's going on? Oh my gosh. Are you not gonna go over to Noah? Are you not going to tell him anything? You could go to the front door and tell Noah? No. You're gonna go farther away from him so he can't hear you scream. Why would you go to the lake? You're not going to... He's so stupid! No, for real! Finally entering through the park, Hugo calls out to Kobe and Noah. Kobe, Noah, where are you? Why are you calling out to them there? Why didn't you go into the mansion? Why didn't you go to the mansion to call out? What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hugo! Hugo, you could have walked to the front door! All you had to do was walk to the front door! Then you would have found them! Okay. Barkley, that was a fake dog. Barkley, that dog wasn't real. That wasn't real, Barkley. Barkley, no! Barkley, it's okay. It's okay. It wasn't a real dog. It wasn't a real dog, Barkley. Look. It's okay. Alright. Okay, I think I calmed Barkley down. You doing a fashionable job? No, for real. This is why Asher's not allowed to go on investigations by himself. The of his brother. He hears faintly the sound of barking echoes from yelling in the distance. He rushes towards the echoes, guiding him through the downpour. With his heart racing and his blood rushing to his head, he finds his way to the lake. Drawing closer, he sees Nina giving chase to her grandfather. Unfortunately, she doesn't get too far as Noah stops her. Grandpa, stop! Grandpa! It's not real, bro. Let me go. Oh, my grandpa, he's... Okay, sorry, I had to go back and read that. No, Nina, it's dangerous. You'll get Ed hurt too. I don't care. I don't want to lose anyone anymore. It's at this instant Hugo truds against the water, pushing in Nina's stead. Hugo! No, don't! Barkley, that is not real. That is not real. Barkley. Please. Look. It's a video game. It's a video game, Barkley. It's not real. It's not... Barkley, it's not real. It's just a video game. No! Bat. Bad. Look. It's a fake dog. Please fall on deaf to his ears. Not even the whines and worried cries of his partner could make him turn back. Determined, he forges ahead. Nearing the deep end of the lake, he sees Henry Monisser gazing directly at the abyss. He looks even more fragile and disheveled than before. It's as if all the lives he's lived up to until this point has begun to fry, draining every ounce of him and surrendering it all to the lake. Before Henry could lean in, Hugo reaches out and tugs at his arm. Mr. Montier, listen to me. Nothing is waiting for you down there, so please come back to the shore with me. Motionless and unresponsive, he stares deeply into the water. The haze over his eyes is still obscure and persistent. Oh my gosh. Wait, it's the painting. No. No word. There are so many things we cannot afford to lose in our lives, and you're one of them. To Nina, you're all she has left. You gotta get out of there. She needs you, Mr. Montier. Hugo felt it. A slight jolt from Henry's arm, as if stirred by the mention of Nia. He slowly turns to face Hugo. Nina. However, just as cruel and violent as the shore, Henry jerks back, wrenching his arm away from Hugo's hold on him. No, all of this is my fault. If only I got to Louis sooner, then none of this would have happened. He was waiting for me, was patient with me, and yet, for all the things he's done, I chose my family over him. He's gone because I didn't pick him. Henry backs further away from the shoreline. Mr. Montier, his manic eyes never straying away from Hugo's as he keeps his distance from him. Louis, I'm sorry. I was the only one who dragged you into this. You deserve so much more. And I wish... Henry struggles over his words. He clasps tightly to his shirt, his throat dry and taut from all he has bottled up, from all those repressed and silent years of just waiting for this curse to finally take him. I wish I had gone with you that night, Louis. Sir, even if you still cultivated that wish, it wouldn't resolve anything, not for you or Louis. I read what he wrote to you all those years ago. He understood if you didn't want to come see him. But the thing is, Mr. Montier, Louis never thought anything less of you. He said so in his letter to you. His letters? For the longest time, I wanted to believe he hated me for that, resented me for that choice. Or at least I thought it was easier for me to think that way. How long has it been since I talked about him? It's been too long, sir. But that's why you don't have to shoulder all of that pain by yourself anymore. We can talk about it. About you and Louis. All of it together. Oh, his eyes stopped glowing. Hugo extends not only his hand to him, but a promise. A promise that Henry had yearned for so long. A way to forgive himself. He hesitated at first. What fool believes in a deserved forgiveness? Oh, he's not possessed anymore. Such a thing doesn't exist. And yet, despite everything, Hugo still reaches out to him. To a stranger, maybe he can be forgiven. Just as he was about to reach out for Hugo, a hand slithers around Henry instead. What? No! God. Its arms unnaturally contort around him while its head perches on its shoulder. This thing, this Lewis is no longer pretending to be human. With piercing cold eyes, it glares directly at Hugo, mocking him, cursing him, wishing nothing but despair. We can be saved. We can be forgiven. There is only one true way out of this. I will share with you the most happiest of endings. Before Hugo could reach out for Henry's hand, he disappears into the water. Mr. Montier! Without hearing the anguished cries and desperate pleas, Hugo dives in after him into the abyss. Plummeting into ice water, Hugo feels shocks running rampant throughout his body, like spikes continuously piercing from his legs to the tips of his fingers. Fiercely and unyielding, his chest tightens and his heart races as he begins to kick his legs, hoping whichever way he goes, he'll find his way to Henry. Swimming deeper and deeper in, he sees faintly a figure slowly descending into the darkness. As he finally gets closer... As he finally gets closer to Henry, long, snake-like arms stretch across the void and grab Hugo's neck. No, don't cry. Finally squeezing all the air out from him. He tries... I didn't get to read that. I accidentally pressed it. Leave him to win. Not to leave him to win. Look, okay. Oh, okay, I said violently squeezing all the air from him. And then... he tries desperately to wrench his hands away. Okay, there we go. And now we're at present time. Okay. It's not worth it, bro. But with each struggle, Hugo's movement begins to weigh heavier and heavier. Lewis, where are you, Lewis? He's looking for Lewis. Digging deep into his coat pockets, he grasped tightly in his hands the locket that Henry kept and had long forgotten, holding it out as it shines even ever so brightly in the dark. Noah! There you are. It releases its grip on Hugo and instead reaches out for the locket. Taking this chance, he drops the chain and kicks it with all his might to grab Henry's arm. With his heart and body screaming in pain, he swims desperately to the surface. Almost there! I have to... As the light from the surface begins to blur, Hugo makes one last attempt to reach for it. With his limbs worn and his energy spent, this is all he can do. Before he loses consciousness, he noticed a figure swimming towards him. Noah! It's Noah! It's Noah! Noah's coming to save them! Getting closer and closer, and then everything fades to black. Drifting along with what feels like an endless sea, Hugo courses through wave after wave, not knowing where he's going or caring for that matter. All he knows is that he's very, very tired. How long has it been since he had a good night's rest? It's been too long. Maybe I should take the rest now. I'd like that so much. I agree that you deserve it, but not here. I'm sorry for startling you. I just wanted to see you one last time before I go. Louis? You've done so much for me and Henry. I can't thank you enough. No worries. I want to thank you too for watching over me. And also, I want to apologize for the marks from before. I really thought that I had things figured out once I found you, but you know how that turned out for me. It's alright, really. After all this time, I didn't think anyone could hear me, especially Henry. Louis, I was worried about him for a long time. He always wanted to keep me away from his personal struggles, to keep me safe from them. No, don't risk knowing. But I was too stubborn for my own good. Honestly, I don't regret it, any of it, even if I can no longer reach out to Henry. Fate weaved its thread back to you, our tangent connection, us once more to this very moment, and for that I am forever grateful to you, Hugo. You're welcome, Louis. From a far off distance, he hears a voice crying out to him, beckoning for him to return. Well, they're waiting for you. I guess they really are, huh? Take care, always, Hugo. You too, Louis. With his eyes closed, as he senses still returning, he feels a constant tug and licks of a certain bloodhound, whining as he tries to wake up his partner. Hugo! He also hears another familiar voice, too annoyingly close for comfort. Not annoyingly. Eyes shot right open as he jerks up. Oh, he's shivering. Oh, he's shivering. Confused, Hugo looks around before he coughs up the remaining water in his lungs. Are you alright? Noah starts to pat his back while Kobe continues to whine over Hugo. Whoa, what happened? Where's Mr. Montier? He's safe. We're both okay. The police and the ambulance should be arriving soon. Thank goodness. Isn't there more you have to say to me? Instead of, thank goodness? I swear, you don't listen to a damn word I say. I'm sorry, Noah. Oh my gosh, wait, I just realized. If we didn't grab that locket, bro would have died. Exhausted, he lets out a sigh. He then continues to pat Hugo's back aggressively when someone approaches them. Detective Lieutenant. Oh, Nina. There's someone I want you to meet. Behind her stands an elderly man. Frail in stature, he timidly looks to the side, pensively as he ponders to himself. Although his youth has long faded, his eyes are what catches Hugo's attention. They're no longer a piercing and vicious green. They're only their eyes, just like Nina's. Hello, Mr. Montier. Detective. I never got a chance to say goodbye to him. I always thought about it every day. What about Henry? He's finally normal. Oh my gosh, that was symbolism that he's stuck into the same place as that young man. But then after that, he's talking to Henry, he's finally able to move past that past life of his. So it's symbolism. Oh my gosh. He's finally let go of his past, and so did the locket, and he's back to himself. I always thought about it every day. What if Lewis lived on in this world? What if he stayed a little longer with me? It's because of that constant mindset I tracked everyone down. And I kept hurting not only me, but Nina especially. I was the one who kept hurting her. The one to blame for all of this. But you, someone that I never met, still went out of your way to save me. Not knowing my burdens or my faults. Thank you. Hugo reached out to Henry and smiles brightly to him. It's my pleasure, sir. But before he lets go, Henry tugs at Hugo's hand one last time. I hope that someday, you too will overcome it. Hey, yo! Ro in a way called him gay. He's like, you will overcome it and you will date Noah. That's my little headcanon. He's telling him he's gay. Next day. Oh, he's back to his tired self. Well, good morning, Hugo. You're bright and early. Morning. With much fever and haste, Hugo resumes writing on his notepad. Although, by close inspection, he looks like he's going to combust any minute. Are you writing up the report? Without looking up, Hugo responds back. Yeah, for the most part. You still need to write yours too. I will, but since I haven't had breakfast yet, and I don't like eating by myself, let me guess. 2 is better than 1? Bingo. Wow, Hugo, you're really catching on. I'm so proud of you. Ah, shut up, will you? I swear, if only I hadn't fallen off that goddamn window, maybe my report would have been shorter. Before Noah could begin to cut at the bacon, he paused at the mention of Hugo's report. Oh yeah, by the way, mind telling me what happened to the Mimitor's window? I broke it. Well, that's obvious to me. What I don't understand is why it is broken. Do you know how much it costs to repair a window like that? I know, it was really dumb of me. I'm sorry. Besides, I told Mr. Matera about it before we left. Honestly, I was expecting an earful from him. And also the bill. And, surprisingly enough, he said it was okay. Lucky us, right? So what, you just called it a day after all of that? Thank you so much, Mr. Montier. You broke it, you pay for it. Would you chill? Of course I'll pay for it. But each time I kept insisting, he just shrugged it off. Said that was already went through a lot for them, so this was nothing in comparison. It was an act of desperation, bro. Wanted to live. Ugh. You know what? He's right. After all we went through, we deserve at least a nap. But before he could walk away, he stops and sees a familiar person walking towards their storefront, carrying something with her. Good morning, you two. Just barely a foot through the door, a certain bloodhound stirs up from his resting spot and makes his way towards Nina, all uncontrollably waggling. Good morning to you, Kobe. Nina scratches behind one of Kobe's ears, makes his right foot unconsciously move on its own, scratching an invisible but desirable spot for him. Such a mouth, oh my god. Good morning, Mrs. Nina. Morning. What brings you here this time around? Is everything alright with your grandfather? Yes, he's doing pretty well actually. Even better than before. We talked so much last night, I hardly slept at all. It looks like you never sleep. But honestly, it's been a while since I last spoke to him so freely like that. I hardly felt tired at all. Bro, not the locket. This is wonderful to hear. But there's something else I wanted to ask both of you. To put it bluntly, I need your help. If you two aren't busy, I would like some company eating these. Inside, clear plastic bags, stacks of 2 boxes placed on top of one another. She opens the box and the top reveals an array of decorated donuts, all lined perfectly. Oh my gosh, wait! You didn't see it before, but in the beginning, Hugo says he sometimes orders a donut. Oh my gosh, the callback to the donuts, man! No cramped or squished spaces. A work of art in Hugo's eyes. Wow, so pretty. Donuts? They look so delicious. We're more than happy to eat these with you, Nina. There he goes again with his donuts. But yes, please join us, Miss Nina. We were about to have our breakfast too. Oh my gosh, they got you a donut. Yeah, for real. Okay, I gotta ask. Does Asher have a distinct food that he is obsessed with? Weren't we, Caillou? Smells so early. I'm so happy, for real. Always so present in front of others. You do make it exceptionally easy for me. Ugh. You both have such great chemistry with each other. On second thought, I'm way too tired for this. Ooh, crepes! I love. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? Mal needs to bring him crepes. Mal's gonna bring him crepes now. Cream. Ooh. Ooh. For some reason, I read that blueberry cream crepes. And then I had to rewire it into crepes. On second thought, I'm way too tired for this. I'm going to have to apologize in advance for this, Nina. But truthfully, I've been running on last night's coffee and I'm about to pass out any minute now. No worries, honestly. I think a little break time sounds like what we all need right now. Thanks. You know my favorite. Look. What's wrong? Look. Mal has studied so many heroes like Deku. I would be surprised if she didn't know his favorite food. Hugo puts down his pen and proceeds to head for the couch. Kobe follows after him. Would you like to join us, Miss Nina? I would love to. I guess we can save these for later then. Yes, please do. Come now, it's nap time. Noah sighs heavily before settling down on the food on his desk. He then gestures Nina towards the sofa, in which she happily takes his offer and joins them. A group nap time! Oh, look at this! This is so cute! Ugh, I'm getting old. Look at this! It's so cute! I mean, you are old. Shut it. This is really nice. Oh, good boy, Kobe. Come here. Nina gently coos at him and begins to stretch at the back of Kobe's ear once more. Hugo leans a little closer to Noah, his voice above a whisper, but close enough for Noah to only hear him. They are gay! See, my gay meter is not off. I always know my gays. I always know my gays. Trust me with your gaze. You know, I'm glad that you came along yesterday. Oh, what's this? Are you getting chummy with me now? Call it chummy or whatever, but I really mean it. If you hadn't saved me back there. Look, I told you before, I'll be there wherever you get yourself into reckless shit. Besides, didn't you say this was nap time? Get some rest, you deserve it. Trust me with your gaze. You need to trust me with your gaze, okay? You too. A calming silence fills the room as the eight bask under the morning glow. No big parties or celebrations. Just each other's company and sharing the small reward. A small and warm comfort. Good ending. Case closed. Okay. I will do the other endings later. But I think this is a perfect time to just, like, take a break. Look, today we've done Beyond the Painting and Case Close. Okay. But this is a good place to stop. But we will come back to this to get the other endings. Apparently, we can have 7 achievements, man. So